Have you ever wondered why your body heats up when you're sick? Fever can feel uncomfortable, even scary at times, but did you know it's actually one of the body's most powerful defense mechanisms? In today's video, we'll break down why we get a fever, what's really happening inside the body when it's helpful, and when it might be a sign of something more serious. And stick around until the end. I'll also share how you can get reliable, accessible healthcare support through myprontohealth.com. First things first, what is a fever? A fever is when your body temperature rises above its normal range, usually over 100.4 degrees or 38 degrees. Your average body temperature is about 98.6 degrees, but it can vary slightly depending on the time of day or activity. Fever isn't a disease, it's a symptom. It's your body's way of saying, something's not right, and I'm working on fixing it. Now let's dive into the why. When you're exposed to something harmful, like bacteria, viruses, or even inflammation from an injury, your immune system goes to work. One of its first steps is to release chemicals called pyrogens. These pyrogens signal your brain, specifically the hypothalamus, the part that controls your internal thermostat, to raise your body temperature. But why heat things up? Higher temperatures make it harder for many bacteria and viruses to survive and multiply. At the same time, the heat boosts your immune system, making your white blood cells work faster and more effectively. So essentially, a fever is like your body turning up the thermostat to make life harder for germs and easier for your immune system. Fever can be triggered by many different conditions. The most common include infections, like the flu, COVID-19, strep throat, or urinary tract. Infections, inflammatory conditions, such as arthritis or autoimmune. Diseases. Heat exhaustion, from being in high temperatures too. Long certain medications or vaccines, as your body reacts to new substances. In most cases, fever is your immune system's natural response to an infection. But sometimes it can point to something more serious. Here's the thing. Fever is usually helpful, but it can also be uncomfortable. The good helps fight off infections, activates your immune cells, slows down the growth of harmful microbes. The bad, high fever, above 104 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees, can be dangerous, especially in children. Prolonged fever can lead to dehydration and weakness. It may sometimes mask serious conditions if left unchecked. That's why doctors often say, not every fever needs to be treated immediately. Sometimes letting it run its course is beneficial. But when it's too high or lasts too long, medical care is important. So, when should you worry about a fever? Here are some red flags. Fever above 104 degrees, 40 degrees, in adults. Fever lasting more than 3 days. Severe headache, stiff neck or rash. Shortness of breath or chest pain. In children, any fever in a baby under 3 months old should be checked right away. These signs could mean something more serious is going on, and you shouldn't wait to seek help. If your fever is mild and you're otherwise healthy, here are some tips for managing it at home. Drink plenty of fluids to stay hydrated. Rest, your body heals. Faster when you're not overexerting yourself. Wear lightweight clothing and keep the room cool. Over-the-counter medicines like acetaminophen or ibuprofen can help lower fever and ease discomfort. But remember, treating the fever doesn't treat the cause. That's why paying attention to your symptoms and knowing when to seek care is key. Fever is one of the oldest and most reliable warning systems our bodies have. It's not the enemy, it's often a sign that your immune system is fighting back. Still, it's important to listen to your body. If your fever is very high, lasts too long, or comes with worrying symptoms, don't wait to get checked for trusted, convenient, and reliable healthcare support. Visit myprontohealth.com,